Hi guys, welcome back to Bop DJ. It's Charlie here again, and today we're looking at the Ortofon Mk2 range. It's been just over a year since the Mk2 range came out, which coincided with NAMM 2018, alongside the 100-year anniversary since the birth of Ortofon. So today we're going to be looking at the audio and design improvements for the Mk2 range, as well as going through the whole range, all 5 of them, and helping you find out which is the one for you. Let's check them out. So firstly, let's look at the design improvements. All 5 cartridges have a much wider body, which really helps with tracking and stability, and is a much needed improvement on the Mk1 range. Another huge improvement is the reinforced and now replaceable finger lift. A massive issue with the Mk1s is that when the finger lift did snap, it then meant that you either had to buy a whole new cartridge or sort of DIY your own finger lift onto it to make it still usable. Now the finger lift is totally replaceable and has been reinforced. So firstly, it shouldn't ever snap, and in the unlikely event that it does, you can now just replace it. What's also cool about this is that all the finger lifts are different colours, so you can chop and change between finger lifts and cartridges and make a sort of slightly unique look for your own style. So now turning our attention to the actual stylus, they have a much wider cutout, which makes it really easy to do very accurate needle drops, as seen here. So now let's take a look at the whole range. Ortofon have really simplified the range to just 5 models only available in a Concorde style. These include the Mix, DJ, Scratch, Digital and Club. So let's look at all 5 and work out which is the one for you. So firstly we have the Mix. This is the entry-level cartridge from the Ortofon range. It features a really decent output of 6 millivolts and is a perfect all-rounder, especially if you're just getting into it. Next up we have the DJ, which on paper does look very similar to the Mix. The specs are almost identical. The main difference is that the actual stylus of the DJ is reinforced and has a much stronger cantilever. This means that it will offer better tracking when scratching and back cueing, and will perform better in a club situation, which may be more difficult than what you're used to at home. The one I want to take a look at next is the flagship cartridge, the Club, which is the best sounding cartridge of the whole range. What also makes it different to the other ones is it features a special elliptical stylus shape, which is different to the spherical ones of the rest of the range. This means that it sits in the groove better, has more contact and does less damage to your records. It's also of all 5 the best sounding cartridge and has a really high output of 8 millivolts. However, if you're looking to do some fancy turntablism stuff or scratching and back cueing, this might not be the one for you. So now we move on to the 2 specialist ones of the range. We have the Scratch and we have the Digital, and the name really spells it out for you. If you're looking to spin DVS, then the Digital is the one for you, and if you're looking to do scratching, the Scratch is the one for you. On paper, they look very similar, and the main difference between them is the frequency spectrum. The Digital has a slight EQ spike in the mid-range, around the 1-2K area. This is so that you get the best tracking possible when using DVS, as this is where the control tone is. For Serato and Rekordbox, it's at 1K, and at Tractor, it's at 2K. The Scratch differs because they roll off the top end, only going up to 18K. This gets rid of all the abrasive sounds when scratching, as it can get a bit harsh on the ears. So to sum up, if you're on a budget, the Mix is the one for you. Comes in at £135, is still a great cartridge, and isn't going to break the bank. If you're looking for something with a bit more stability and durability, then the DJ is the one for you. If audio quality is your thing, then definitely go for the Clubs. It's the best sounding cartridge in the range and possibly the best one around at the moment. And then if you're into scratching and turntablism, it's the Scratch, and if you're mixing DVS, go with the Digital. So there we have it guys, that was my rundown of the Mk2 range from Ortofon. Be sure to pop into Bop DJ to try them out for yourselves and get any more information. Thanks very much.